to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Here we go.
On the toss, Madison. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On third down, they run with Madison. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. And boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Second and a couple. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on third and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
Now it's Jackson. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. This for Beckham, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens. A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Pass caught here by Osborne.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Cousins. This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll go Madison up the middle. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's got room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Odafe Owe. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
from the gun, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down and 6 now from the 26.
Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we just talk about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It goes without saying, you've got to be careful in this part of the field. If you get rid of it in the end zone and you're not out of the tackle box, that's a safety. Here, he's clearly out, and he's able to throw this one away.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
On the return is Powell.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
Now a 2nd and 10.
To throw, Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a give to Madison.
43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 41-yard line.
Cousins here going to change the play.
2nd down and inches. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? It's Cousins on the sneak. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one. It's set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Jackson looking to throw on third. That is caught, and he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup, and on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third quarter of a 2-point game, a good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. That's caught at the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
On second down, here's the option.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 30 yards.
And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Ravens 14, Vikings 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting you know, heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins.
That's caught downfield by Addison.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6.
Going to run with Madison again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! Alexander Madison from 8 yards out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
But plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown on the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
They'll run it with Madison.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here comes 2nd down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Jackson to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's got room at the 30.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down, eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway. Once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.